The story of Kosambi Bhikkhus. While residing at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi, the Buddha uttered verse 6 of this book with reference to the Bhikkhus of Kosambi. The Bhikkhus of Kosambi had formed into two groups. One group followed the master Vinaya, and the other followed the teacher of the Dhamma, and they were often quarreling among themselves. Even the Buddha could not stop them from quarreling. So he left them and spent the Vasa, residence period of the rains, all alone in Rakita Grove near Palilayaka forest. There, the elephant Palileya waited upon the Buddha. The lay disciples of Kosambi, on learning the reason for the departure of the Buddha, refused to make offerings to the remaining bhikkhus. This made them realize their mistake, and reconciliation took place among themselves. Still, the lay disciples would not treat them as respectfully as before, until they owned up their fault to the Buddha. But the Buddha was away, and it was in the middle of the Vasa. So the bhikkhus of Kosambi spent the Vasa in misery and hardship. At the end of the Vasa, the Venerable Ananda and 500 bhikkhus approached the Buddha and gave the message from Anathapindika and other lay disciples, imploring him to return. In due course, the Buddha returned to the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi. The bhikkhus followed him there, fell down at his feet, and owned up their fault. The Buddha rebuked them for disobeying him. He told them to remember that they must all die someday, and therefore they must stop their quarrels and must not act as if they would never die. Then the Buddha spoke in verse as follows. Verse 6, people, other than the wise, do not realize we in this world must all die, and not realizing it, continue their quarrels. The wise realize it, and thereby their quarrels cease. At the end of the discourse, all the assembled bhikkhus were established in Sotapatti fruition.